Shut up and sit down.
Welcome to the People's Review Podcast. I'm your host, Michael Jose, along with my co-host,
Dylan Myers. I got a mask and a jumpsuit, bitch. I'm traumatized because I killed someone on Halloween, and now I need to kill more people on Halloween. And that's the extent of my character development.
Wow, your character is so well developed. Why are you a murderer? Why did you do those things? What made you commit your first crime?
Because I'm
All
a
these
murderer.
answers were not answered.
Because that's why, bitch.
Welcome, everybody, to the People's Review Podcast. We are reviewing today the 1978 film, Halloween. This is Halloween. Halloween.
John Carpenter's Halloween. Like Tom Clancy's Splinter Cell.
Does John Carpenter have a big enough name that he could be John Carpenter's Halloween?
And it says that in the movie. It says John Carpenter's Halloween.
Yeah, but they also said introducing Jamie Lee Curtis.
Yeah, because she was 19 at the time. She wasn't a big name. This was the debut.
She's technically now the Halloween story, since she's been in most of the movies since the 1978
film. 11 of these things?
Yeah, 10 or 11, or somewhere around there. They rebooted them in like 2007. 2 movies were reboots. The chronological order is kind of out of the way.
I love movies that are named after the thing that I liked in the past and then go, hey, remember this thing from the movie you watched in the past? That's what this movie is. And you go and you're like, yay, I remember that movie. I guess that sums up my feelings about Halloween.
Well, they're trying to bring back that nostalgia factor. Kind of like how they're bringing back all these shows from the mid-2000s, like iCarly. There's also rumors about Ned's Declassified getting a reboot too. The Punky Brewster reboot, Saved by the Bell.
Yeah, because no one gives a fuck about original ideas or, and nostalgia is a cash cow that will never stop being milked. As long as you can post an image on social media of a show and people will go, oh my God, I remember that. You could probably make money off those suckers.
Oh my God, who in the office are you? Are you, Dylan, are you a Dwight? Are you a Jim? Are you a Pam? Who are you?
Is there any of those characters that actively want to just jump out a window?
So you're Creed.
Creed? I didn't know we were talking about Rocky.
Another reboot.
Yeah, another series that they're just gonna keep milking till the day we're all dead. Like, think about that. Like, we're gonna be dead. And they're still going to be like, Star Wars 27. This time, it really is the last Skywalker.
I'm looking forward to Star Wars 29, Jar Jar's Revenge.
Oh, yeah. We need to, bring back You know what? Anyways, we should talk about Halloween, the movie.
Yeah.
You got anything to say about Halloween? All right, I'll say a couple.
I have lots of things to say about this movie.
Okay, I'll start off with a couple positives. I think, this is a lame excuse, but for the time where there weren't really a lot of slasher movies, this was a pioneer in the genre, and had a few good jump scares that got me. I like the look of Michael Myers, that is like a legitimately creepy mask and outfit, and I kind of do like that he has no real motive. It makes, that's scarier, right? Like, he's just a mindless killing machine. Why? Because he likes killing people.
I mean, even like the biggest psychopaths have a motive to kill people. I mean, what makes him want to kill that first babysitter? Is it just because, the dude's about to get LAID and that's something Michael will never get?
No,
in his life?
because she had her tits out, and that means you die.
There was, 3 scenes total with nudity?
Hey, that's what you can get guaranteed in horror movies, especially older ones, is you're going to see some boobs. Guaranteed.
You gonna see some titties? I guarantee it. It's like one of Chuck's guarantees from TNT's NBA Insiders.
You know what, Sir Ernie? I was watching Halloween. We're going to see 3 titties.
I guarantee it.
Lonzo Ball sucks.
I mean, this movie was fine for its time, but can I just say the one thing that was kind of weird was when the girls were walking. There were like these really long walking scenes, and they made no sense to me. I was like, why is this scene dragging out for like 20 seconds, and you're just seeing like the back of them walking? Like nothing's happening.
Because you're building up tension, man.
But,
because
like,
they're
even
being
in those
stalked.
Scenes,
They're being stalked by
Not
a
in those
creepy
scenes.
murderer guy. Or the movie's trying to make you think that they're being stalked by a creepy murderer guy, which raises the tension, man.
I mean, I guess.
Oh, take that, Jose.
Why weren't the cops even notified as soon as Michael Myers was like broke out of the mental institution?
Wasn't that because they didn't think he could drive? They're like, Haddonfield is 150 miles away. There's no way he could get back there. And then only later on do they realize that he actually drove there.
Yeah, but he took the car from the nurse. Like, hello, hint number 1.
Yeah, wasn't the doctor... Was the doctor in the car when the car was stolen?
No, he wasn't in the car.
Oh, he
but
wasn't-
he was like
he was
right
there.
outside of it.
He was there.
Yeah,
he
he was,
saw
like,
the car
outside.
got stolen.
Yeah, I was like, why is no one alerting these people that this maniac? And first of all, then when that first scene, I'm pretty sure I saw like 5 kids all hanging out outside the mental institution. What was up with that?
Because he killed everyone in the mental institution, probably, and let them all go free. And maybe those ones just aren't prone to murdering people.
Is Michael Myers the hero that mental institutions need?
I think that you're trying to apply logic to a horror movie, which are, even for movie standards, are very illogical and have lots of plot holes.
I just need to connect the information, Dylan. I need column A to match column B.
No, man, people getting killed, and as a person, you probably don't want to get stabbed, so you relate with the main character. Duh.
Yeah.
What are you, an idiot?
I don't want to be, in high school with my high school girlfriend going to, one of the kids' babies, who her friend's babysitting's house, and, about to have some good times.
Yeah, there's a lot of, like, all right, so Jamie Lee Curtis is like the stodgy, I just need to do homework type character who's like, oh, no one wants to go to the dance with me. Like, they might as well just put some big old glasses on her to just be like, you're the nerd. And all her other friends are just like, yeah, we're going to go get fucked. And then they get killed.
Well, they did tell Jamie Lee Curtis's character that she could get fucked too if she, put herself out there more.
Yeah, but she just doesn't have the confidence. And after almost being killed by some dude in a mask, I don't know if I'd want to meet anybody either.
I'm sorry. I'm just not really into people after this maniac tried to kill me, who was apparently a escaped mental institution patient.
Yeah, man, you never know. And he escaped. Spoilers, but he escaped, man. He could be anywhere stalking you.
He could be anywhere, anyone. We never know. We don't know his face because he wears a mask.
I guess because it's Halloween, it's only going to happen once every Halloween. Because Halloween.
Logic?
Because it's the name of the movie. Who knows? It might get explained in one of the 18 sequels.
In Halloween 37, I think they say that Michael was actually possessed by a Poltergeist on Halloween, and that is why he's pretty much unkillable.
Yeah, or he's a robot or something.
Oh yeah, I remember that. Michael Myers was in RoboCop 4. You're right.
He was? There's a RoboCop 4? Oh, wait, there was
Yeah,
that
the
reboot
RoboCop
with Michael
reboot.
Fassbender. Remember that?
Yeah, that's RoboCop 4.
And then they took everything that was good about RoboCop and threw it away.
I mean, hey, we're talking about movies that get rebooted more than once, right? I can't wait for the next RoboCop reboot and the
man.
next Halloween reboot.
Or, like, think about how many Spider-Mans there have been.
Only 3.
Yeah,
not
but,
that
I
bad.
mean, at this point, they're going to replace Tom Holland soon enough. We're going to get another nerdy kid going, "Oh, I'm the Spider-Man. You're too slow." Oh, man, there's a Spider-Man / Sonic movie. That's the movie I want to see. We are going to watch the Sonic movie next.
No, Dylan, we're not gonna watch the Sonic movie next. That's not happening, buddy.
So Halloween. I thought the shots were well composed. I like the dark lighting. Michael Myers pretty creepy, but yeah. I think I was telling you before we started recording, but I think what I've discovered here is that horror movies are my least favorite kind of movies.
Yeah, I definitely felt the same way when I was watching this movie. And honestly, this whole month, just watching all these scary movies, it's been really entertaining to me because honestly, the storylines are very much follow the same formula, you know. And honestly, half the time it just doesn't really scare me.
Yeah.
So they're already failing at that one job they had. So just saying.
Yeah, but the more realistic and disgusting kills are, the less I want to watch that. Is I just don't want to watch like Saw 7 where they're just like, wow, they literally cut that guy in half and are eating his guts. Wow, that's the most disgusting thing I've ever seen.
Yeah, that's not scary. That's just gore.
That's just like, oh, wow, special effects. Y'all really did it. How did the Jigsaw killer do this one? Didn't he die 3 movies ago? How many random abandoned basements does this guy own?
Listen, Dylan, when you have money, you can own all the abandoned basements.
And then every
in the
Saw
world.
movie has like 10 minutes of flashbacks to older Saw movies.
I have no idea. I only watched the first Saw movie. The other.
Yeah, I
after
mean,
that,
first
I was
Saw
this
is
fucking
like-
boring.
I think first Saw is I'm not. I mean, good is a strong word. I think it's very memorable, and from a filmmaking perspective, it's interesting that they made that whole compelling film in just one room, right? Like they go through a whole story just in that one room of just figuring out how they got there, how to get out, the game. What's the game? Cut off your leg, bitch. Like that's brutal. He's cutting through his own bone and shit.
Yeah, that movie is only scary for the sole reason, which is it's a gore.
Yeah. Which I think may be the only real way to get people these days, I think. I don't know, because we live in a place of such horrors all the time in the news, so... Like, oh, boyfriend killed her girlfriend, or boyfriend killed his girlfriend in the Grand Canyon? Yawn. Whatever. Boring. National pandemic wipes out 700,000 people? Boring. Seen that. Ripped straight from the headlines.
Now, local teen girls is almost killed by escaped mental
I thought you were
patients.
going to go a different
that's
direction,
interesting.
and I'd be like, whoa, Jose, where this is the wrong podcast. Teen Girl Home Alone.
Whoa, what do you think I am?
Yeah, no, we're a
Dateline
PG
NBC?
podcast.
The whole time I was watching this film, and every time Michael Myers was stalking somebody, all I could
Or
think
like,
about was
did
like,
no
where's
one
Chris
else
Hansen
notice
gonna
the
pop out
dude
from?
with the mask? Just hanging out?
Yeah, like, how does nobody notice a fucking
I mean, they
guy
didn't
wearing
have like
masks
they didn't have doorbell
everywhere?
cameras in this day.
Come on.
Like if this were 2021, there'd be multiple angles of door cam footage, and someone would have gotten a notification on their phone.
I just like it how there's that one scene where Jamie Lee Curtis has been shanked up, and she's going around knocking on people's doors like, help, somebody help me. And, somebody actually turns on the light and then they peep at her through the blinds, and then
there's like
they
crazy
just fucking
ass
close
white
the
women.
blinds and like they don't care. And they say that we're the generation that doesn't care about things happening right in front of us. Here you see a prime example of somebody not giving a fucking shit about
don't know
somebody
if I
who's
would,
screaming for help.
Open that door either. No, actually.
I mean, if she's screaming for help and she looks like she's hurt.
Man, I had a weird situation where, I was back
open
in my
the
old
door.
apartment. Someone was buzzing my door at like 11 at night. And I was awake, so I went in, and some woman's like, I'm supposed to see my friend in the apartment down the hall. And she goes down there. She's like banging on the door for like a half hour. And like, it must have been like, it was around 12 when I was like, hey, you might have to like stop. Like, there are other people that live here and it's like 12 night. You might not want to be, like, they're clearly asleep or they're not here. Can you like text them or call them? But you're going to like, I could hear you down the hall. Like, imagine what the other people around you could hear. And it was just like, I was just like creeped out, like hearing her bang and like cry. And it was just like, oh God, I made a mistake coming out here. Should have just let her go. Just not come out. Wouldn't have to deal with it. She did eventually leave, finally, but it was like creepy for a few seconds. It was like, oh my God, I let this person in, and now everyone in the apartment's gonna wake up. Like,
I fucked up.
it was a bad scene.
I mean, that's different though. She wasn't outside, screaming bloody murder. She's just one of those creeps hanging out outside. It's probably her ex's place.
Oh,
$10.
that must have been it. Oh shit. Yeah, but even so, that's like, oh, I don't know. I mean, if I come out there now, I'm responsible. And if you're screaming bloody murder, I don't know if I want to be responsible. I could see the reasoning, but you might as well, like, if they're actually like, and you can see that they've been stabbed, like,
Yeah, like they're hurt.
Like that's
they're physically hurt.
Yeah, like you're actively injured. Like, all right, what the fuck happened to you? Like,
In Law and Order SVU, we would call that negligence.
oh yeah, Ice-T would come to your door asking for an interview.
Why don't you open up the door?
And then Ice-T comes back like, we got nothing from the witnesses. And then Christopher Poloni and that lady have to go and solve it.
Well, Christopher Maloney's too busy talking to his best friend, the Can, so...
Yeah, he likes to hump fridges.
I like to hump the fridges, man.
Yeah, so I don't think either Jose or I have much else to say about Halloween. We are probably the wrong people in general for Spooktober. Because horror movies are just turning out not to really be our thing. Not that they're bad, it's just not our taste, personally. I would still probably give this like a medium thumbs, like, if you like it, watch it, but like, I just don't think I like horror movies that much.
Yeah, this whole month has been a failed experiment. I'll say that. Definitely, horror movies have not been something I have enjoyed, or Dylan. And I think we're gonna go back to watching movies,
Well, yeah,
although
'cause
some being bad.
It's also the end of October, so
Yes, thank goodness.
now it's gobble gobble do season with our first Thanksgiving film.
The first Thanksgiving film, obviously, we're gonna watch them Pilgrims.
Oh
Come here,
yeah, I definitely want to watch movies about the fucking pilgrims.
Dylan, don't you want to watch movies about the Mayflower and Pilgrims?
Yawn. Yeah, you want to go visit Plymouth Rock, buddy? We could record a live podcast on Plymouth Rock. Man, this place
thank
is
you.
just as
I'm
boring
okay.
as it was in school.
I actually don't think I ever went to that field trip because I knew it was going to be super boring.
Like those similar things like Plymouth Rock, Sturbridge Village, walking the Freedom Trail, and just general New England history field trips that you take in elementary school. Like, we're going to go visit the historical place. Yay! This is where the Pilgrims landed, maybe. And this is where Paul Revere was. Like, word. You ever heard of a game called Assassin's Creed? I could learn about all this.
Yeah.
I've actually taken part of the... My character took part in the Boston Tea Party. Just so you know.
FYI, Miss Bitch.
Did you know that the Templars were really... I don't remember. That game sucked, but... so I guess it's... we gotta revert back to coin flip time, right?
It's gonna have to come back. I'm talking about coin flip time. I'm gonna flip that coin. I'm gonna flip that coin until I win.
This week for the coin flip, now that we're bringing the coin flip back, my film's gonna be Like Mike.
Oh,
remember Like Mike? The guy gets the shoes.
That's a good one.
Lil Bow Wow.
Oh, I like that.
Lil Bow Wow gets the shoes. He joins a fake basketball team.
That.
And he becomes like Mike.
Oh man, that movie's good. It's got all the basketball.
It's got like legit
movie.
NBA cameos. Like,
yeah, that's what makes that movie great.
Yeah, doesn't he like almost fight Jason Kidd on the court? Because he's like,
"Come on, ref.
Come on, kid. What are you talking about, kid? You got Kid on the back of your jersey." So yeah, the Little Bow Wows like Michael.
All right, that's a good one.
Yeah, I thought about doing some real nasty ones, but not yet.
I know what you were thinking, Dylan.
Do you?
I know you.
Do you know what I was thinking? It might not be. It's either one bad thing or another set of bad things. I'll tell you. I'll tell you after.
All right. So for my pick, I'm going to choose this film called American Me. It's basically a story about a guy's 18-year stint in prison. He was a street leader of a gang. The story takes place like him being in prison, and then it shows, after he's released. It came out in 1992. It's Edward James Olmos is in it.
Yes. Love Edward James Olmos.
And he was a director as well.
Oh, yes, my favorite director.
It's a very good story. I've honestly been wanting to rewatch it for a while.
Yeah, so we got two movies that neither of us have seen in a while, or I've never seen American Me, but as far as our selections go, two movies we haven't seen in a while, we're going to see how one of them holds up. All right, so Jose,
coin!
You get to choose heads or tails.
All right, let me know when you're ready.
I'm ready. Going to flip in 3, 2.
Tails!
Hold on, landed on the ground.
Don't you hate when that happens?
And it landed heads. So, like Michael, I think, right?
We're watching Like Mike.
Yep, because you chose tails. It landed heads. Like Michael. And, yeah.
Honestly,
We're playing basketball. We love that basketball. Oh, basketball is my favorite sport. I like how to dribble up and down the court, just like old King on the microphone, like Dr. J and Moses Malone. I like slam dunks.
Ooh.
I'll remember the rest of the words.
That's pretty good. You got pretty far.
Yeah, it's my favorite hippity hop song. Back when rap was hippity hoppity.
Not when rap became trappity?
Way before rappity was trappity.
Where can the people find us, Dylan?
People can find us online at peoplesreviewpodcast.com, on Twitter at The People's Review. We are find our podcast on Spotify, on Apple, on Amazon Podcasts. And, find us online. Thanks for listening. And next week, we will be playing that basketball.
We're talking bum 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 bum.